This will be a quick update, but I just want to quickly talk about San Andreas and the so-called earthquake that's going to take place in California because lately in mainstream media you've been hearing a lot about a so-called earthquake threat. You've been hearing a lot about the San Andreas fault line, and I'm going to take you to one of the news articles in just a second. The reason I didn't go there today is because I want to expose mainstream media for the lies that they really are, and I want to tell you the real agenda and the truth behind what's going on in all these so-called natural disasters and how they're man-made, staged ahead of time, and that the media cannot tell you that because they want you to think that, oh, it just so happened to happen on coincidence. But the reason I'm showing you this is because this is the San Andreas fault line right here. And actually, I'll zoom in a little bit, and as you can see, it goes all the way from San Francisco and all the way down, and it goes all the way down to here, but this is where it lies, and it passes through San Francisco and LA as well. But the reason I'm talking about this is because a few articles have came out on this topic this past weekend, actually. In fact, from mainstream media, they reported, CNN reported on this, Daily Mail reported on this, and we're going to go to the Daily Mail article. Fox reported on this as well, and so did The Guardian. And of course, The Guardian deems it as a so-called threat because it's the earthquake threat could really affect California, and that's how they're going to use mental psyop. I just want you to see the mental psyop and see who the real liars are, and see the mind control that goes into this, and see how all of this is staged. Because yes, all weather is staged by who? HARP and CERN and other weather organizations that are funded courtesy our government, the Jewish Zionists. And they have to hire so-called geologists and seismologists and meteorologists who are there to do what? They already know what's going to happen before it happens. They can't tell you that though because they want to keep lying to you. They get paid to lie, at least the ones on the very, very, very top. Because yes, weather can be made, modified, and controlled, and they can actually make clouds and bring the clouds into the air. They're also can be responsible for cloud seeding and other so-called weather phenomena, but they can also control droughts and control earthquakes and control tornadoes. This is the truth, and I'm going to let you know the mental psyop and just what's really the agenda behind all of this. Now I'm going to prove to you how mainstream media lies, because here I am at the Daily Mail, and guess what their headline says. Now mind you, this came out just today actually, but it says overdue earthquake in California is set to be far worse than expected. Study warns as research suggests two, not one, but two fault lines are set to erupt at the same time. And the article basically talks about the fault line and what would happen and what it's set. And they say that the geophysicists and what they claim, and they say that what they found and why they think it's going to be much worse and why they're predicting it's going to be worse. But what are they not telling you? They're not telling you that what? That all weather is what? Staged ahead of time by these government organizations. They're not telling you that they're the ones responsible for Winter Storm Jonas, for the earthquake in Nepal, and for other various things through organizations such as HARP, CERN, and other alphabet soups. They're not telling you about weather control. They want you to think that, oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen by coincidence, by surprise. They want you to think that, oh, that it's just going to be the random event, and oh, the seismologists are predicting it. They're not predicting anything. They know it's going to happen ahead of time, but they want you to think that it's a prediction. Why? Because they're the ones staging it to begin with. They know it's going to happen, but what do they have to do? Mind control, mental conditioning. They want you to think, and they want to get it through your head that it's gonna, they're predicting it, just like NASA's just so happens to be predicting a so-called asteroid and meteor when we know better than that. They want you to think that this is all a prediction and that, the experts are predicting when they're not predicting anything. They know when it's gonna happen. They can't tell you that though because they're under oath with the government never to tell the secrets. But truth is being revealed, isn't it? Like I said, it's all weather controlled, staged, and modified ahead of time. They're going to stage everything, and when the earthquake does happen, which they're planning on, as well as other things like flooding and stuff like that, and that's why FEMA is vehemently preparing for these drills, that is what they're going to blame it on. But we know it's going to be staged ahead of time. Why else would they be preparing? But see, I just want you to see how mainstream media and the mainstream news, not only how they lie, but how they what? Mentally condition the sleeping public. They're trying to get you ready for disaster, but they're doing it with some truth and a lot of lies. So hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully you're seeing the lies and you're seeing the warning signs ahead of time, because I'm telling you that is what they're getting ready for. But I just wanted to do this quick update because that's what's been going on in the news and the mainstream media, and that's how you know they're using it as a distraction and not giving you truth. Because anytime the mainstream media reports on something, and it's a lot of them, that's how you know it's a distraction to keep you from what they're really trying to do. So hopefully, I hope you can see the mental psyop, and remember, always walk in truth and seek truth on your own, and stop believing mainstream media because they are good at lying. This is Truth Unveiled. Shalom.